What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Beasley. Hope y'all are staying positive and motivated out there. I want to talk to you guys today about the problem with Kelly Rowland. And right off the bat, the problem with Kelly Rowland is simply she just doesn't believe in herself. Now, if you don't know Kelly Rowland, she was the second lead vocalist in Destiny's Child alongside Beyonce, Lativia, and Nina, Nicole, and Ashley. I'm just playing. Latoya and Latavia. And she also had a big success of her own, but she didn't really reach the height that she could have, mainly, in my opinion, due to her own confidence. Now, Kelly Rowland came out last week saying basically an interview about herself, but really it was about Beyonce, which is a problem that she has. I hate that she goes in these interviews and talks about Beyonce. Yeah, we love Beyonce. Beyonce's amazing, but Kelly, you need to realize that you're amazing too. She talked about how she would beat herself up because she didn't want to be like Beyonce. Like, she didn't want to be compared to Beyonce. She didn't want to do the same things as Beyonce. And a lot of people don't remember, but back then, Kelly Rowland, out of Destiny's Child, was the first one to really like pop. Like, she was the first one to really go solo. Like, back in the day when she came out with what was the name of that song with her and Nelly? It's on the top of my head. Like, I keep forgetting shit every time I get on the camera. But when she came out with the song with Nelly, like, that really just skyrocketed her to like, okay, this is the next girl up. She had that little short red bob on. I used to love Kelly with her colored hair. It really made her stand out. But Kelly Rowland was the first person to really pop solo before Beyonce came out with Crazy in Love. And it's like she was on a high and momentum, and she was really getting to that A-list status of like being an A-list performer. But the problem was mentally, she just was not ready. Mentally, she was still insecure. Mentally, she was still living in the shadow of Beyonce. And mentally, she just was not ready to say, I'm that bitch. And I feel like today she still isn't fully ready yet. Kelly Rowland, in my opinion, has always struggled with her confidence, and mainly a lot of it has to do with her skin tone. Like I've said in the past, like back in the 90s and early 2000s, like colorism was the norm. Like, people would uphold anything light skinned, even if it was mediocre than the dark skinned counterpart, they would uphold it because it was simply light skinned and it was close to white. And Kelly Rowland, being in the industry, being out in the forefront, being in one of the biggest girl groups at the time, like, she probably faced a lot of criticism for her dark skin. Now, it wasn't really knowledge to me because she was one of my favorites, her and Beyonce. I liked all of the girls, but Kelly always stuck out to me. And I don't think she even realized that she stuck out herself because she was constantly trying to not only stay in Beyonce's shadow, but also trying to be like Beyonce when really she should have just continue to be like herself. Kelly Rowland is a beautiful spirit, beautiful soul. Her smile just lights up the room, and she is a truly gorgeous individual. But the problem is, and the reason why she never really popped is because she never saw it herself. She never realized her true power, and she never stepped into it. And it's still, in my opinion, it's not too late, but I feel like she thinks it's too late. I feel like she thinks that she's not on the same level as Beyonce, when in reality, like, no shade to Beyonce, but Kelly Rowland has the same vocal range. She could dance just as good as Beyonce, and she looks just as good as Beyonce. The problem all lies within is her mentality. She never saw who she was and who she was capable of being. And that is what always held Kelly Rowland back. Her insecurities really got the best of her, and it's really hard to even blame her because even Michelle Williams went through the same thing with her insecurities because Michelle also didn't really see her true power. It's like them two were Beyonce's quote unquote sidekicks, but really them two were on the same level as Beyonce, just in different facets. Like, Kelly Rowland to me was always and really could have been like a big pop star. I mean, granted, they don't want like black, let alone dark skinned women to be pop stars, but they can be. I mean, look at what they're doing to Normani today, and that's another video I'm gonna get on because I love Normani, and I don't know, I do not like the way she's being treated right now, and I know she's going through a lot of shit. But anyways, Kelly Rowland to me never really saw her true power because she was constantly compared to Beyonce. And that's with the given. Like you have this one girl, she is basically the golden goddess, the golden child. She's the industry standard, and she has a skin tone that everybody, quote unquote, goes for. I don't understand this obsession with skin tone. I really fucking don't. Like it's some slave mentality shit that's been ingrained in us, and the industry is still forcing that light skin versus dark skin shit on us today, and we don't even realize it. But anyways, Kelly Rowland was always put as second place to Beyonce, and that really stunted her growth, it stunted her confidence, it stunted her ability to succeed. And then if you don't even know, like Kelly Rowland really could have been a powerhouse. Like she could have did what Beyonce hadn't done at the time and developed her own group and artists under her. She developed this one group. What are those girls' names? I completely forgot. But they had their own show on BET, and it really seemed like Kelly Rowland was like, okay, maybe I'm done with music, but let me go ahead and develop a group just like Destiny's Child was developed. And the group had talent. The group could have been, in my opinion, the all-black version of Danny Kane. Like the group really could have been elevated, but it seemed like Kelly Rowland once again didn't really fully believe in the project and didn't believe in herself. And it kind of like she kind of just left that project and let it fall to the wayside. And now you just see those girls doing covers in the bathroom. Granted, like I'm happy them girls are still sticking together, but them girls are struggling. Like they are struggling hard to hold on to their place in the industry, which is minuscule. But the problem with Kelly Rowland is like, girl, we are just always ready to support you. We be there, and then it's like you never follow through. And you never follow through because you don't really believe in you. Like you don't really believe in yourself. But I'm here to let you know that Kelly Rowland, we love you. You are a beautiful chocolate goddess. You're amazing. You're talented. You're gorgeous. You are a triple threat. You can act, you can sing, you can dance, you can model. A quadruple threat, really. Like Kelly Rowland, girl, you have it, and it is not too late to do any project that you want to do because you have fans. We will be there to support you, Kelly. We love you. And I really wish she knew her true power, and I really wish that she knew who she was. But at her age, I think she's about probably like 36 at this point. She still hasn't really come to terms with her confidence and who she can really be and the moves that she could have made in this industry. And it's still not too late, girl. Like you're always going to have fans. Like you're always going to have leftover Destiny's Child fans, and you're always going to have a fan in me. I love all the DC girls, even Farrah's non-singing ass. So I will always support anything that any of those girls put out. But Kelly Rowland, you have it, and we don't want to see your talents and your abilities go to waste any longer. During this coronavirus, girl, you need to start trying to put out a new song, like a new album. You put out this song called Coffee, and we loved it. But where's the follow up? Like, you have the means to get this done. Like, hit up Beyonce. You can use her studio in her house. Like, you could get a whole bunch of stuff done off of GP because the industry fucks with you just based off of being Beyonce's sister. So, Kelly, like, do something, girl, because we love you and we need a project from you. We need to see you elevated. We need to see you succeed. We want to see a whole entire Kelly Rowland like production. Like, where is her version of Lemonade? Like, we want to see that. Not to compare her to Beyonce again, but like, Kelly, we want to know more about you, girl. At the same time, we don't know a whole lot about you. I mean, we know enough, but we want to know more of a peek into your current life and your current situation and you as a grown-ass woman. You had a lot of success overseas, but it's time to take that success back to the United States. We need a beautiful chocolate dark-skinned woman to dominate in this industry. And Kelly, it's not too late for you. You can still do it. Don't give up. And don't lose sight of who you are and who you can be, because you always had it, but you never knew it. Those are my views on Kelly Rowland. I really wish her the best. I wish her so much success. I think she's just an amazing, beautiful, very just passionate, like heartfelt individual. And I feel like her talents and abilities and her personality are going to waste because she second guesses everything that she does and she's not confident in herself. But those are my views on Kelly Rowland. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will come at you guys with some more content.